Whether you're thinking swimming or ball games, gymnastics, or good old boxing, sports definitely have most of us hooked. The rush comes with literally everything to do with the game, from the blaring voice of the commentator when that score is sure, or the wild team spirit that shakes the entire arena. It gets more exciting when we decide to recall these hilarious and crazy moments in sports history. Number 15. Tite overly excited during Brazil World. Brazil manager Tite is overly excited in this video. He runs in the field and throws himself to the ground after Felipe Coutinho scores the winning goal. Other players celebrate with him also. Number 14. Neymar rolling during the World Cup. This video shows Neymar continuing his theatrical falling and rolling during Brazil win against Serbia. The roll comes late during the first half when a defender tackles him with a sliding tackle. Neymar keeps on rolling, although the tackle is not aggressive. Number 13. Diego Maradona giving funniest response during interview. In this interview, Maradona is in the MX League post-match interview. He appears visibly lost before responding. He gives the craziest and funniest response for an interview, la IA.
No,
Number 12. Prize Girl rejects Mehdi Benatia. In this video, the Juventus defender walks to the podium to collect the winner's medal. As he walks past two beautiful models just before the steps, he extends his hand to one of the women. He expects the woman to accept the greetings, but surprisingly, the models shake their heads. She refuses to return the favor, but shakes her head politely. Benatia gives up and heads to the podium to receive the Serie A trophy. Number 11. The referee calls back St. Louis goal for deflecting off his midsection. In this video, the puck hits the referee Tim Peel, who is at the corner of the pitch before deflecting into the goal. The ball bounces off of his private parts into the net. The referee falls and holds its midsection. Tim Peel then disallows this goal from St. Louis, which will equalize the score. This video is among the craziest and funniest moments in sports. Number 10. Iran's Milad Mohammadi flop throw against Spain. This video shows Iran's player kissing the ball and pointing to the sky before throwing it into the box. He gets his execution all wrong and has to redo the throw. He then decides to throw the ball backward instead of the penalty area. Number 9. Fan hitting Giancarlo Stanton with his home run ball. A fan catches the home run ball above the green monster and fires it back into the field. The ball hits Stanton on the side, something he is not expecting. He doesn't see the ball fly from the stands. He agrees with someone who asks him if he is surprised. His manager comforts him before he proceeds to play. Number 8. Dog invades pitch during the World Cup. In this video, a dog invades a pitch during Brazil quarterfinal against England. Just after the match starts, a dog comes into the field. Brazil's goalkeeper advances it, but he is unable to tackle it. England striker Jimmy Greaves steps in to tackle the dog. He wrestles with the dog, catches it, and gives it to the officials, who take it out of the pitch. Number 7. Randy Johns hits a bird during training. In this video, Randy Johns accidentally kills a bird when he is playing. Johns winds up and throws the fastball during the baseball game when a bird flies directly into the fastball. It flies between the pitcher and the batter and ends up dying that moment. Its feathers explode through the pitch. Number 6. Mark Sanchez butt fumble. The butt fumble happens in a play between the Patriots and the Jets. Mark Sanchez runs directly and collides with the backside of his guard. He fumbles the ball and therefore allows a return for a touchdown from the opponents. The Jets lost 3 fumbles and the Patriots score 3 fumbles. Number 5. Jim Marshall running in the wrong way. Jim Marshall is a former player for the Minnesota Vikings. This video shows Marshall recovering a fumble during a game against San Francisco. He then runs the wrong way for about 66 yards towards his end zone. He then throws the ball away and starts celebrating, thinking that he scored for his team. This incident is the craziest and funniest moment in the history of the sport. Number 4. Rodney McRae crashes through an outfield wall. This video shows Rodney McRae crashing through a section of an outfield wall when he tries to catch a fly ball. He is playing for the Vancouver Canadians in the Portland Civic Stadium. This incident makes him famous because he actually catches the ball and then goes straight through the outfield fence. Usually outfielders can collide with the wall, but this one for Rodney McRae is the craziest one. Number 3. Bobby Knight hurls a chair. The former Indiana and Texas Tech men basketball coach is famous for his angry outbursts in his career. This video shows the referee whistling endless fouls as the Indiana Hoosiers whoop their butts in the court, resulting in a loss for Knight. The angry Knight then hurls a folding chair into the court. However, the officials don't eject him immediately. Number 2. Latrell Sprewell chokes coach. Latrell Sprewell is an all-star shooting guard for the Golden State Warriors who has a very high temper. In this video, he reveals his rage to the other teams. He chokes PJ Carlesimo for 10 seconds during practice when he urges him to play crisper passes. His teammates and other players drag him off the coach before he receives a suspension of the games. Number 1. A man lands in the field by a parachute during the World Series. This is a historical and memorable game in the world's history in the World Series. A Mets fan all of a sudden glides in from the sky in a white jumpsuit using a parachute and lands infield. He is carrying a Go Mets homemade banner, and Ron Darling gives him a high five. The cops then escort him off the field after the crowd cheers him enthusiastically. This is a courageous show, but he later watches the game in the police station.